The story of the Nigerian Railway Corporation is one deeply intertwined with the country's colonial and post-independence evolution. It all began in 1898 when the British colonial administration constructed Nigeria's first railway line. This pioneering effort marked the start of rail transportation in the country, driven primarily by the colonial need to extract and transport resources to the ports. By October 3, 1912, a significant milestone was reached. Two major lines, the Lagos Government Railway and the Baro-Kano Railway, were merged to form what became known as the Government Department of Railways. This historic measure established the foundation of a centralized and coordinated rail system in Nigeria, laying the groundwork for a truly national rail network. Further evolution came in 1955 when the Nigerian Parliament passed the Nigerian Railway Corporation Act. This act granted the institution its current identity as the Nigerian Railway Corporation (NRC) and gave it exclusive rights to operate rail services throughout the country. For decades thereafter, the NRC remained the sole authority in Nigeria's railway sector, with its operations anchored in this exclusive legal mandate. However, a pivotal shift occurred in March 2023 under the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. A constitutional amendment was signed into law, moving railway matters from the exclusive legislative list to the concurrent list. This reform ended NRC's long-held monopoly and opened the doors for state government and private investors to participate in railway development, either independently or in partnership with the federal government. This legislative change has since ushered in a new era of railway innovation and expansion across Nigeria, complementing the historic legacy of the NRC while empowering sub-national and private stakeholders to contribute to the nation's rail future.
In the last 2 years, serious effort is now being put to make the railway work for the people. Effort is now being put in place to ensure that we increase on our redundancy, bring in more rolling stock, make the rails that are available work for the people. That is by optimizing what we have. Along the narrow gauge, there is now increased cargo movement from Lagos to up to Ilorin. And in the next few months, we will be making this up to Minna, Kaduna, and eventually Kano. That is on the standard gauge. Freight revolution had also commenced, moving freight from Apapa port down to Ibadan, which is where we have the end of the standard gauge. And on that corridor, we now move soda ash, we move gypsum, we move cement, we move coils. It is also on record that these same lines in the last 2 years also served in moving pipes from Warri to Itakpe on the way to Kano for the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano pipeline project.
In line with the renewed hope program of the current administration, 6 major points were marked out by the Nigerian Railways under the leadership of Dr. Kayode Okpaifa. Constitutional amendment to make rail infrastructure development to be moved from exclusive to the concurrent list. Railing with states. Track access program. Freight revolution by rail. Improved rail infrastructure, creating jobs and wealth, improving ease of doing business. Rehabilitation of abandoned coaches to enhance provision of additional coaches for operation.
This is an example of rehabilitation of coaches and that we have been doing across our networks. These are coaches that have been left abandoned and attended for years, some close to 10 years. So instead of letting these coaches rot away, we have decided to rehabilitate them. We have the engineers and we have the staff with the requisite skills. And so what we're doing here is demonstrating what we can do and to turn around equipment, avoid wastages, and as part of the new renewed hope agenda, to make the best use of what we have.
Railing with states. The process requires collaboration between the Nigerian Railway Corporation and state governments in accordance with the Renewed Hope program of job creation in the states and easy movement of peoples and goods.
The Railing with the State is a program under this Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Renewed Hope initiative to connect the states to the national lines, not just to connect irons or wagons, but to create jobs, to create opportunity. and create a value chain that allows Nigeria to take advantage of its natural resource, which the railway and its people represent, to create a better future and prosperity for Nigeria. It is a program designed intentionally to alleviate poverty, remove poverty, and make sure Nigerian farmers can take advantage of national lines, a national asset, to move their product to the market, and also Nigerians far away in remote areas through which this line passes can also connect into the city.
The synergy between Lagos State, Lamata, and Nigerian Railway Corporation and federal government has been very robust, because as you all know, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, commissioned the Red Line. And the Red Line is almost 85% sharing the Nigerian Railway Corporation track. We build our own track as well, which is go from Yaba to Oyugbo. But the point that the synergy is so robust, it says that the Nigerian Railway Corporation issues what they call track access agreement. That's the first time that has happened in Nigeria. That is a very robust collaboration that, okay, both federal and state can work together, and that was enhanced us to have the Red Line operational as we speak. So the collaboration is very, very robust, and I think it's a thing that other states can emulate.
Another crucial program by the Nigerian Railways is the improvement on cargo and logistics services of the present administration.
NRC, Nigerian Rail Corporation, they provide us with 35 wagons on Mondays, on Wednesdays, and on Fridays. And we then go and get our customers and the shipping lines to load those wagons or book those wagons. We will load them here and we will drive them to Ibadan by the help of NRC, where we then have an operator in Ibadan that we have partnered with, who will then offload the train for the benefits of the customers in Ibadan and the surrounding areas of Ibadan. We're also doing the reverse, so the exporters of cargo in Ibadan, we see a lot of agricultural product being consolidated in Ibadan that is now being loaded into containers, and then they're railed back into the terminal as an export container. So again, in terms of collaboration, this could go to Ibadan, it could go to Abuja, it could go to Kano or Kaduna, it can go all the way up and then distribute out in the country. So there's a huge potential. Questionable at times, road infrastructure, and the rail for sure is going to help the country to run a more efficient and more productive import and export of containers. This will benefit the Nigerian economy, because simply when you can run your supply chain more cost efficient, of course you can then offer that benefit to the products that you are selling or exporting, and making Nigeria overall more competitive as a country.
We moved into cement deliveries. You know, one of the largest cement factories in Ogun State, and Lafarge to be precise. We move Lafarge product constantly as we speak, both on narrow gauge and standard gauge. And what we do is that we move from Papalanto to Monia, and in Monia it has the biggest railway warehouse in Nigeria. So we're able to jumpstart this system, and every place is busy. Railway is making some money. We are now into moving cement, both narrow gauge and standard gauge. And the latest one is the movement of gypsum. Gypsum is one of the products they use in making cement. So we move it from ENL in Apapa Port to Papalanto. And it's a big thing to haul. The ships bring them, they are like mountains. And it's only railway that can conveniently do this movement without having too many trucks on the roads. And silently, this gypsum will move. So I tell you, with the last 2 years, it's been tremendous. We've been partnering very well.
There has been laudable increase in logistic activities through the rail services within the last 1 year. To demonstrate the Bola Tinubu administration's commitments to the connectivity of all sections of the country, the Minister of Transportation, Senator Said Ahmed Al-Kali, early last year flagged off commercial activity on the Port Harcourt-Aba narrow gauge line, which has boosted connectivity between the commercial nerve center of the southeast with the port city of South-South, with efforts at advanced stage to connect the railway to Onne Deep Seaport. The focus is to get the Onne Seaport to become busy with freight meant that section of the country, rather than using only Lagos as cargo destination. effort is now underway to link Apapa rail line to Tinkan Island port. This is in addition to the commencement of Ibadan standard gauge rail line linking Abuja. It is of note that the Southeast Development Commission have also held meetings with the Nigerian Railway Management concerning rail connectivity within the region. Completion of Lagos-Kano standard gauge line, ongoing construction of Kaduna to Kano, Kano to Maradi via Jiba and Daura. Resume work on Ibadan to Osogbo, Osogbo to Mina with spur at Ado-Ekiti, Mina to Abuja. Through Railing with State, the Track Access Program, the Freight and Cargo Service Revolution by Rail, the Nigerian Railway Corporation is delivering on the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Renewed Hope Program, bringing Nigerians closer, industries stronger, and the economy more resilient. With the strategy on ground, there is no doubt that the Nigerian Railway is fully and better prepared than before to occupy its position as one of the catalysts of igniting a strong economic activity for the country. As steel meets soil across Nigeria, hope moves, not just on wheels, but in the hearts of our people, journeying towards a better tomorrow. Nigerian Railway, renewed to inspire and cherish.